In the spring of 2023, the global economy was defined by fragility. Interest rates were rising, and markets searched for any sign of stability. One of the biggest players in that landscape was Silicon Valley Bank, but hidden deep within its official balance sheets was a mathematical flaw that would eventually trigger its downfall. This vulnerability was invisible to Wall Street veterans, government regulators, and professional human analysts. They all reviewed the bank's health and saw nothing out of the ordinary. The experiment that changed everything started when an investor took the bank's official SEC 10K filing and pasted it directly into ChatGPT. An SEC 10K is a comprehensive annual report required by regulators that details a company's financial performance and its primary risks. In that moment, the language model stopped being a simple chatbot and became a powerful forensic financial oracle. It took the AI less than 30 seconds to ingest the entire complex dataset. The machine generated a risk assessment code, or RAC, a metric that multiplies the potential impact of a threat by its likelihood. It gave the bank a score of 16, the highest possible danger level. The AI explicitly flagged interest rate increases as the primary threat to the bank's solvency. As the Federal Reserve hiked rates, the value of the bank's investments was quietly eroding. Just days after this analysis was published, Silicon Valley Bank collapsed in one of the most catastrophic bank runs in history. Because AI processes data without human bias or institutional blind spots, it recognized a disaster that the experts simply didn't see coming. This raises a question for every investor. If AI can predict a disaster, can it be used to systematically build wealth? To test this, researchers set up an experimental challenge that put ChatGPT's analytical power against the financial elite. The AI was fed a constant stream of macroeconomic indicators, current interest rates, and housing trends to give it a complete picture of the economy. Based on that data, the AI selected a diversified portfolio of 38 specific stocks. For 45 days, this portfolio went head-to-head with the UK's top 10 investment funds from legacy institutions like Vanguard and HSBC. It was a direct test of raw algorithmic processing against the traditional intuition of professional fund management. The results were one-sided. The AI portfolio outperformed the human-managed funds 89% of the time. It also beat the S&P 500 benchmark. While the S&P returned a 3% profit, the AI secured 4.6% in the same window. This gap is driven by speed. While a human team spends weeks on a single report, the AI ingests thousands of articles and filings in seconds. It also calculates sentiment scores, numerical values that measure whether news headlines are positive or negative, to anticipate market moves before they happen. Most importantly, the machine strips away the panic, greed, and emotional bias that often cloud human judgment. The results of this test suggest that a machine prioritizing objective logic and massive data volume can consistently find the patterns that human instinct misses. For decades, this level of quantitative analysis was the exclusive property of billion-dollar hedge funds. Today, those same analytical tools are available to anyone with an internet connection. The processing power used to predict a bank failure is now accessible from a home office. In this landscape, the ultimate advantage isn't how much capital you control, it's how effectively you can speak to the machine. High-level financial analysis is no longer a guarded secret of the institutional elite. It's now a utility available to anyone with a laptop.